The best free antivirus software that are actually free and, well, they have premium versions. I'm not gonna lie, but they have their free version, which doesn't have a time limit. We're discussing this. First of all, we have Avast, this very traditional antivirus that has been around for quite some time, and they have quite a few awards as well. And in this case, if you come to Avast and click security, there's a free antivirus, a premium one and an ultimate one. So each of these obviously have different functions. So what you can do is have like increased security on different sites. But in fact, here, as it is here, we can block viruses, spyware, and other threats in real time with this antivirus and also enjoy more peace of mind with advanced protection against ransomware. But other than that, when it comes to email security to avoid fake websites for making purchases and that kind of stuff, well, in this case, it's not available. So, does this mean you should go for the premium version? So, obviously we have to know that being a free version we have quite a few limitations, but that in general it is very useful. And above all, this video is focused on complementing this free antivirus, or the one I'll be showing you, whether it's this one from Avast or the ones that will come later with the free protection that Windows Defender already has, in our case on the PC. But if what you're looking for is an antivirus for another device, well then yes. Suddenly it would be necessary to validate whether it is worth paying for a subscription or if you can do it with this free version. Also remember that we are looking at this from a PC, but in this case this antivirus, you can have it on Windows, which is what we're looking at, on Mac, on Android, and on iOS, meaning on iPhones. So, well, you can use it for all these functions that are popping up here. So it has 6 layers of security. It's easy to install and use for securing the Wi-Fi network and protection against ransomware attacks. That was what we were looking at earlier. So, well, this is the first option in this video. Next up, we have Defender. Remember that I'm going to leave all the links in the video description. This one also has a free version. You can get it for home use, come to the plans, and you come over here to free antivirus. It's also available for Android. So you click here, and this antivirus is going to pop up. Again, in all these options, we're also going to have paid options. So you can go for example, the premium security plan. And here, you're going to see the most advanced antivirus. Although, well, I don't know why the page isn't loading right now. Alright, it loaded. We can have a 30-day trial. That is to say, a free trial period of 30 days. And this obviously gives us more security. So, as stated, it's protection. Free antivirus that even tackles the fastest evolving attacks. It runs silently in the background and doesn't bother you. Incredibly light on the CPU. That means it won't slow down our PC or our device. And then it includes live technical support, unlike other free antivirus programs. In case you need this, well, as you can see, you're going to have it completely free. Then you have a free download for Android and for macOS, so it's not just for Windows, but also for here. But what I don't see is for iOS, for iPhone. So, well, in this case for people looking for an antivirus for their iPhone, this might not be the best option. Over here, we also have things similar to the previous antivirus, which was about ransomware, but also in terms of cryptojacking, phishing, exploits, rootkits, trojans, malicious files, and websites. So, it has a few more options than the previous one, and here it even uses GPT-3's artificial intelligence as a base. So, well, and we also have this option as a second option that is not going to rush us at all unless, if we want to activate the Antivirus Plus, it does have a monthly price, and as we see here, the options it gives us are protect your PC with Windows Check and avoid phishing or fraud on the internet when you browse, shop, or use your online banking. But we don't have the option to protect our personal files from being encrypted by ransomware. Then, it won't check the system of the applications for vulnerabilities. And it won't block data collection by web trackers. These 3 things would be exclusively in the premium version. And well, if you want to entrust this antivirus, you can go ahead and get it. Now we move on to the third antivirus, and this one is AVG. So, in this case, we have their free version again. You just need to go to the section of the page, and here you'll see a free download option. They rely a lot on this. But obviously, when you install it, they look like this. If you want a more secure PC, a device that's safer, sure, get our AVG. Ultimate is this one. It's where you have protection on all the devices you might want to get. But if you're not interested in that, you can just scroll down to where it says free antivirus. And here you're going to have this option. It says, simple, powerful, and surely you have optimized defenses against cyber threats, plus means to stop emails infected with malware. Protect your PC more from potential hacker attacks and reduce the risk of being exposed to online fraud. Here are some important recommendations, similar to Avast, which had those 6 layers of security. And here we have the options it would provide us, which is a smart scan to directly analyze our PC. in case we already have a virus. Well, to be able to remove it. If this is to directly analyze the files, the cloud will install them before us, and in case they contain any viruses, well, analyze them first, and if they don't work, then eliminate them directly. A behavioral shield, a file shield, a rescue disk, and putting files directly into quarantine. In case something contains a virus, it won't be allowed to access our files. Instead, it goes straight into quarantine. Whether we authorize or not different prizes, as is the case here, and basically that would be all. And other than that, you can install it on Windows, Mac or Mac OS, Android, and iOS. In other words, it practically has all the available devices for installation. Now we move on to the fourth antivirus, which is Avira. It's a pretty traditional antivirus and quite simple to use. And here we have it. You just go to the Avira website, and it shows up right there. Download it for free if that's what you want. But again, if we want, we can check out products and services over here. And here we see Avira Prime as its paid version. As you can see here, it is a little more expensive than the others. But you'll have to see if there's something you need from the options here or not. So you go straight to free security, which is this one right here. And basically, that's the antivirus. Free. So, well, here we see what the interface looks like for the security section, the privacy section, and the performance section. Which, well, doesn't just stop at protecting the PC, but also at speeding it up or optimizing it. Which is, basically, an option that allows you to free up space and make the device faster, or even optimize the battery if it's a laptop. As you can see here, we have different key points of statistics that they have managed to have with this antivirus. And if we want more of what I was telling you, we will have to purchase a premium version. The truth is that it is a fairly simple version in this case of this antivirus, because you can't ask for more, because it's a free version. It has as many options as the other antiviruses we have been talking about. So, it really depends on you if you want to install this one or if you want to install another. And finally, we actually have the one that comes by default in Windows, which is obviously Windows Defender. But for Windows, whatever the case may be, we already have it within Windows itself. So, well, like I mentioned earlier, the other antivirus programs can work perfectly to complement this one. Or this one, honestly, has quite a few options. It's just that you need to configure it. In other words, you need to make sure that when you search for Windows security on your PC, it shows up. All this has already been checked to appear here. Everything set up so that everything shows up, all enabled so you can really filter the files. This antivirus, to be very honest, has saved me from many files that I thought were completely legal, and when I downloaded them I didn't want to. I want to download a file that someone sent me. I download it and see that it is completely fine, which seems like a completely reliable file, and I go. And it directly analyzes this and indicates that it has some type of virus that can steal. It's a basic, straightforward antivirus that we often overlook, but if configured properly, it can work quite well. And besides, since it is actually Windows, it has everything that is optimal for Windows. So, account protection, firewall and network protection, application and browser control when downloading files. When you have the browser open and some kind of hacker tries to send us a file or hack us in some way. It also has those device security options, protection against viruses, and real-time threat protection. As soon as you download a file, if you get any malicious message, it alerts you right away. A message that says, "We have detected a virus, decide what to do with this virus," and so on. The only downside is that, obviously, it's only for Windows. It's not available for iPhone, Android, or any other platform. It's just for Windows. Now, this video. This is the first part of several parts that I will do if you want, because there are actually many other antiviruses on the market. So if you want us to review any other antivirus, leave it in the comments section. And if you want a part 2 with the other 5 best free antivirus options, just let me know in the comments section. Remember that there will also be a link to all the antivirus programs we mentioned during this video. See you next time. Bye.